Well, spring officially begins on Monday, and spring, among other things, means baby zoo animals.
And Lui and Oliver are all over the nursery news. Here's this week's edition of the Newshounds.
Here's the Newshounds, Lui and Oliver, with their World News Roundup.
This week on the Newshounds, oh dear.
A 90-year-old dad.
And a mother's love.
But first, Mother's Day is this Sunday in the UK, and one of the world's rarest pigs is preparing for her first Mother's Day. Tess is a Vizion-Warty pig at the Whipsnade Zoo in northern England. She gave birth to her first piglet back in December. Taddeo was the first ever Vizion-Warty pig born at the Conservation Zoo. The critically endangered pig is known as the world's rarest because there are less than 200 left in the wild. So this little one is very special.
Speaking of special, the staff at the Stone Zoo in Massachusetts are thrilled to announce the newest furry face to their family, a Linnaeus two-tone sloth. The baby was born last week and is the sixth offspring for parents Lunesta and Nero. The little one appears strong and healthy and has been nursing, which is a great sign. The baby will be totally dependent on mom for the first few months. And here's a fun fact. Sloth's hair grows in the opposite direction of most mammals because they spend the majority of their lives upside down.
Mr. Pickles, a 90-year-old radiated tortoise, is the father of these three hatchlings at the Houston Zoo. Mr. Pickles is the oldest animal at the zoo and the newest father. Mr. and Mrs. Pickles have been together since she arrived in 1996, and they only birthed one little pickle previously in 1997. The new hatchlings, named Dill, Gherkin, and Jalapeno, are walking around an enclosure at the zoo. The baby tortoises will remain behind the scenes until they're big enough to safely join their parents' enclosure.
And finally,
come on, girls and boys, off you go. Look at that lot. Fantastic. There's another load behind them, isn't there? There's hundreds of them. Look at them all. What a fantastic herd.
you can say that again. A Coast Guard team in southern England captured this video while they were patrolling the area, a seemingly never-ending parade of deer. After a while, the herd thinned out a bit before the final straggler crosses the road. Talk about a deer crossing.
And that's this week's edition of the Newshounds Now update.
I don't know which one that is, if that's dill or gherkin, but awfully cute.